Hey guys, this is Stacy from EatTheBite.com, and today I'm making chicken bacon pasta, and it's delicious. Let me show you how to make it. I'm using thin-cut boneless breast of chicken for this, and even though it's a pretty lean cut, there is still a little fat to trim from around the edges. So I'll go ahead and take care of that first. Once that's done, I'll cut each thin breast in half lengthwise and cut them into chunks from there. You can cut them any way you want as long as they're approximately the same size so they cook evenly. After that, I spread out the chicken pieces on 2 small sheet pans. I like using smaller sheet pans so I can stack them on top of each other if I need the counter space, which I always do. Now I'll season the chicken with a little bit of salt, a light sprinkling of garlic powder, and pepper. Now I'll set this aside while I do my other prep work. We're going to need a bunch of garlic for this, so I'm slicing my garlic thin, and then I'll dice it down fine from there. It should look about like this when you're done. We'll need some finely diced onion for this as well, so I'll slice my onion into thin strips, then I'll dice that down into fine pieces as well. Should look about like this. I'm chopping some parsley too, so I just cut a bit from the top, and I'm going to run my knife over this a bunch of times until it looks like this. The bacon. I cooked mine earlier in the day, so plan your time with that. You can cook it the day before or at the beginning of the process. It's up to you. But after it's cooked, it needs to be chopped up into pieces like this. I brought my water to a boil and I've dropped my spaghetti, so that's going to be cooking on the back burner. And as it softens, it will fit in the pot. I'm going to cook my chicken in 2 pans. If we put all the chicken in one pan, it will end up steaming and it will be weird. So I divided it and cooked it on high heat for about 3 minutes to get a nice sear on it. I'm going to toss my pasta a bit while I'm waiting for the chicken to cook. And after 3 minutes, I'll give the chicken a toss around the pan. I'll do the same thing for the other pan, and make sure you have your tongs available to turn the pieces individually as well. I let that cook for a minute or so, and then I added my onions to one of the pans. There was still a little oil in there, so I didn't add any more here. I just gave them a good mix around for a couple of minutes. Then I added the olive oil and garlic. I like to cook that for about 30 seconds in the center of the pan until it's fragrant. Then I added all the chicken from my other pan to the larger pan, and now we'll give everything a good mix around until it's all combined. And let's not forget the bacon. We're going to add that in and mix everything together so that the bacon is well incorporated, and we're going to cook that a couple of minutes. We do want to render some of the fat out of that bacon and into our flavor base. Once this is finished cooking, I'm going to take some of the pasta water from my spaghetti pot so we can use it to make the sauce. I transferred my drained pasta into a large bowl, added some olive oil on top, and then I gave it a toss with my kitchen tongs. Next, we're going to add our flavor base of chicken, bacon, garlic, and onion. And let's just take a moment to appreciate the glory of bacon. I'm going to add some shaker Parmesan cheese, some of that fresh parsley, and then the pasta water. You'll probably need a couple of tools to toss the pasta here and get everything evenly distributed. It might be easier if you were tossing this with penne pasta, but I really love this recipe with spaghetti. So make sure you turn it over enough that everything is incorporated well. I'm going to add a little more shaker Parmesan cheese here. Give it another mix. And if you want to add a little more parsley here, you can. I chose to add a little bit more. Give it another mix. And now this is where you want to give it a taste as well. Once you taste it, you can add more pasta water, which is salted, or hot tap water, which is not salted. So I took a taste and it was already perfectly salted. So I just added some regular hot tap water to make the sauce a little creamier. You can add what you like here to get your desired creaminess. Then I gave it one final stir and we're ready to get this plated. I added a bunch of pasta to a plate. Then I garnished it with some fresh parsley, some freshly grated Parmesan cheese to finish. And you can also garnish with lemons if you'd like. And then here's our finished product, chicken bacon pasta. And now it's time to eat the bite. So I'll leave you with the live video of me sampling this chicken bacon pasta dish. Hope you enjoyed this, and thanks for watching. Oh, and I will keep adding to that deliciousness when it runs low. So if you like a little bit of red pepper flake and a little bit more parsley, Oh, chicken bacon pasta. Yum. And the one thing that I don't usually do is I do not usually add a squeeze of lemon, but I had some lying around sliced. I didn't want to go to waste, so I decided I'm gonna put a little tiny bit of lemon on there. And I don't know, maybe this will just be how I make it going forward, but I don't usually put lemon. I'll let you know what happens when I take this bite. I love the profile on its own, chicken bacon pasta cheese. Okay, here we go. First bite. The verdict on the lemon is I think I like it equally with or without. Okay. Now the thing about not making like a white wine or throwing chicken broth in the sauce is this is a sauce that it's not saucy. It's not going to be swimming. There isn't going to be a pool of sauce at the bottom of this. It's really just a kind of sauce that coats the pasta. And I actually prefer that. I love when I have a little cheesy something coating my pasta but not swimming. So if you want a pasta that's swimming in sauce, this one's not for you. But if you want a delicious coating over everything that has an amazing flavor, this is for you. Piece of bacon on the fork. I'll take that. I also don't usually put red pepper flakes on it. I'm loving that little bite of it though. I'm loving that little bite of it. Little sting. And I love cooking chicken on high heat for stuff like this because I really do like that little bit of sear that gets on the outside, and I think it makes a difference in the overall flavor. I'm thrilled with this. I think the amount of garlic turned out just right. And I think if you add a quarter of a cup of the pasta water and then taste it, it's like it needed a little more coating, but I didn't want to add more salt. So I added that, a quarter cup of just hot water from my tap. Pasta's cooked perfectly. I love bacon. Who doesn't love bacon? One of my favorite food combinations is chicken and bacon. Bacon. I got my forked piece of bacon on the bottom, of course. I want a piece of bacon in every bite, if not more. If you have leftovers, if you cook for a crowd, there will be nothing left. If you cook for less than a crowd, you'll have built-in lunches. And my suggestion to you is put this on a plate or in a bowl. Add a splash of water and reheat it in the microwave with saran wrap over the top. And then when it's finished, you can toss the noodles in that water and sort of like reinvigorate it. I'm loving that little bite from the pepper flakes. It's getting down to it. It's getting down to it. This is the last bite, it looks like. Man. This was really fantastic. Great flavor combination. Alright guys. Last bite. Okay. Hopefully you give this one a try. It's really super delicious. Ooh, yum. Oh, hi bacon. I love you. Yeah, this is going in the pasta. Which I just realized how it's all gonna come together. I haven't made this in so long, and I've never made a batch this big. Here, let's turn this off.